for 5 years, or 1/3 of his entire life, Charlie has been looking forward to this moment. Donning a beaver fur cowboy hat, silk scarf, and Wrangler jeans, he looked every bit the part. He would find out if he could live up to the challenge of wrangling nearly 100 horses for nearly 100 miles through stifling desert dust and temps above the centennial mark. They released the horses, and upon their newfound freedom, they put the giddy in giddy up. Pandemonium ensued. We did not, indeed, hold the herd. A mischievous paint horse bolted and took the rest of the herd with him in a full-on stampede, busting through barbed wire fences and leading wranglers on a 2-mile flat-out gallop across neighboring property. An hour later, with wild blue skies and painted puffy clouds blanketing us in cozy 105-degree temperatures, we were on our way. We were too excited to notice the dense dust obscuring any view of our distant destination. We were too satisfied to be settled in our saddles to worry about the 5 full days of bum-bouncing punishment we were about to receive. But by the end of the first day, after 7 hours sitting on a horse's spine, our faces were caked in a sludge made of sunblock, spit, and sweat, dusted with desert dirt that was kicked up by 400 hooves, stomping on more than 20 miles of the toughest terrain this side of the Mississippi. Dawn revealed a different topography. Monotonous flatland gave way to the fresh smell of pine with blasts of cool canyon air. Treacherous terrain did not deter us from reaching camp and ahead of schedule. We wasted no time ditching our cowboy duds to soak in cool spring water overlooking beautiful Crawley Lake. The sagebrush is as tall as my hat. It spooks some of the horses. We lose a few riders who got dumped by their steeds. But we move on through more dust because we know deep green meadows are just round the corner. Snow-capped peaks in the background and lowing cattle on lush grasslands in the foreground. It was breathtaking. But as is often the case, beauty masks the danger that lurks. In this case, in deep canals. Or wide rivers. And even glaring eyes of a 1-ton bull who's wondering what these bipeds are doing on his turf. We reach elevation, and the days don't seem so long now. Our spirits are lifted by some of the most gorgeous landscape our lonely eyes have beheld in our petty lives. Majestic mountains, joined by marvelous valleys, glued together by the near 100-year history of this here horse drive. Both horses and riders have hit our stride, and we barrel through our hump day like a kid in a toy store or shopping spree. Threatening climbs feel like a walk in the park. Stray Mustangs are wrangled back to the herd with our eyes closed, and our butt bones are as strong as steel as we forge on through dust, across meadows, and over streams. By the end of the day, the aches in our back can only be soothed by sucking down an ice cold Sprite in 2 man-sized gulps. The mud on our faces is now welcomed like an avocado mask in a day spa. The horses know home is just around the corner. Nothing will stand in their way, not even a Lexus. With glopping feet and heads held high, the horses trot home. Narrow gauntlets force the herd into a single file, and we snake through the shrubbery in the shadow of monumental Mammoth rocks. In our final stretch, our noble rides shake off the brutal last 5 days like it was no big deal. But for us, it was indeed a big deal.